something that has changed in my perspective on this topic just recently, because I've been very much, man, it's not going to be real until the government tells us it is and they admit to it and we learn all of the secrets. But there's just been a huge amount of civilian scientist efforts that are popping up. The SCU, the Soul Foundation, all these different groups that are getting on board and trying to get us answers outside of the government. I'm almost thinking that might be the path to success for this, because it seems to be gaining momentum as each and every day passes, that we might end up getting answers not from who we expect. We might not be able to beat the gatekeepers. I like to think about the way the secrecy of the government is set up. It was set up back in the 40s during the height of World War II. Those guys were actively engaged in the largest war that had ever existed. Their strategists were up to, they're very practiced, very skilled, and they set up this secrecy. And that isn't the level that we're operating at right now. We're battling the greatest minds of the 40s to try to pull this information out of it. They set the mold, and we're trying to figure it out over the decades that have ensued. Over 70 decades ago, these rules, these policies these guys set up, we're still trying to crack the code that they used to keep the secret behind the lock. So it's an interesting battle that I feel is going on right now. We might not ever crack that lock, but we might have a workaround. We might have someone that's able to get information, that's able to collect the data that's incontrovertible and distribute it openly. And the government gets to say, okay, you guys figured it out. We don't have to tell you anything about all our dirty deeds that we did to keep this secret, because you guys already know. That's what I think the stall tactic is for the government right now. Is like, if they figure it out on their own, that's great, but we ain't telling them.